Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of my FIFA 16 Ultimate Team, and today I have a new, maybe series depending on how you guys like it, but it's a new type of video. I don't claim to know the most about football and football tactics, but I do enjoy the tactics part of the game. So what I want to do is try to use tactics that different teams use in real life and see how they work, how they fare in FIFA 16. For example, if I were to take Barcelona, now in this series I don't have enough coins to get like every single Barcelona player. I could find players that play similarly to the players from Barcelona. For example, my left winger would be someone with 5-star skills, high dribbling, not Neymar because he's too expensive, but someone, a cheap version of here, maybe Yannick Bolasie, that's kind of just a name off the top of my head, but someone along those lines. But more importantly, I would try to use custom tactics that would represent Barcelona's playing style. Everyone knows it's the tiki-taka, so we'd have a lot of possession, not much counterattack, high pressure up the pitch, and see how it works in FIFA 16. In today's video, we're going to look at Leicester City FC and their tactics. As many of you know, they just won the EPL on Monday thanks to a draw by Chelsea against Spurs. This is the typical starting lineup now because they had some suspensions, some injuries. Actually, no, they didn't have any injuries really the entire year, which was amazing, but they did have a lot of suspensions. They had to change it up sometimes, but this was the main team they would go with. We have Okazaki up front. We have Vardy, we have Albrighton on the left, Kante and Drinkwater are the two CMs. Right mid is Mahrez, Danny Simpson at right back, Christian Fuchs at left back, and then Huth and Wes Morgan, Kasper Schmeichel in goal. Leicester City places a huge emphasis on counter-attacking and pace. That's why it's not too surprising to see some games where they only had around 30% possession, but they would still manage a huge win because that is how they played. So I went and I built a similar team, a 4-4-2. Now the players aren't going to be the same for the most part, just because they're really expensive right now, given a lot of them have Team of the Season and Hero cards. But this is who I have at striker. He's supposed to be kind of like Vardy. He's going to get in behind. It's Mane, 91 pace, very high pace. He's a good striker. He has good finishing, similar to Vardy's. But mainly Vardy just tries to play counter-attack, get in behind. Most of the defense sets back and then they try to lump the ball forward so he can go and chase it. Next to him we have Okazaki. I mean, Okazaki is good because of his positioning. He's not really too pacey, not the greatest strength, nothing like that, but his positioning, his knowledge of the game is important. And I really just thought that it would be good to get him in because he's not too expensive anyway. So we have Shinji Okazaki paired with Mane, who's supposed to be like Vardy. The right mid spot was a little bit difficult because it's supposed to emulate Riyad Mahrez, and everyone knows how stellar he's been this season. And I was looking for someone who's not necessarily so fast because Mahrez isn't the quickest player, but he has really great dribbling, really great technical skills. So I went with Eric Lamela. He's also left-footed, 80 pace. He has the 4-star skills. Mahrez has a better weak foot than Lamela does, but I think Lamela, he'll be able to cut in like Mahrez does and do some tricks. Going to the left side, we have Son, who's supposed to be like Albrighton. Albrighton has really great passing, great crossing. He actually is really fast, a lot faster than he has stats-wise in this game. I think he was clocked at like the 3rd fastest player in the EPL. Son has 86 pace, which is decent. He also has good dribbling. His passing is a little lower than I'd like to, but I think he's a decent substitute for Albrighton. Then in the midfield, I just went with N'Golo Kante, the engine, because it's impossible to get someone similar to Kante who has his pace and his incredible stamina to just run up and down the pitch for a full 90 minutes. He's not too expensive anyway. I think I already had him in my club, so I went with N'Golo Kante in the CM spot. And then next to him, it's supposed to be Danny Drinkwater, who has great passing. He's been really great this season, got a Team of the Season card. And I went with Jordan Henderson. He's not the greatest substitute for Danny Drinkwater because he's been okay this season, but they're both English, they're both CMs. They have similar stats actually, I was looking at that on Foothead, but more importantly, he'll try to play the same kind of position that Danny Drinkwater will. Going with left back, I actually think I found a pretty good substitute for Christian Fuchs, who did get a Team of the Season card. Christian Fuchs is known for his great crossing, so I went with someone who also has really good crossing in real life. Didn't have the greatest season this year with Everton, but it's Leighton Baines. He's also not very fast. Christian Fuchs isn't known for his pace. They both are okay defensively, they can hold their own, but more importantly is the crossing aspect. The right back for Leicester City is Danny Simpson, who honestly I think he didn't have the greatest year. He was good enough, but that wasn't the most important position for Leicester this year. So I went with someone who's just kind of okay. It's Glenn Johnson. Now the two center backs, we have Robert Huth, and for him I went with Team of the Season Robert Huth because I won him in the EPL tournament. He only has 50 pace, but he does have 89 physical, 87 defense. That 50 pace could prove to be a factor. In real life it's not as important, but in FIFA, pace is always so important. Next to him would be Wes Morgan, who is also not very quick, but he is very strong. I went with Kurt Zuma, who is a little bit faster than Wes Morgan really is, but he also has 80 physical, 77 defense. They're the same kind of like really big guys, so I thought Zuma would be a good fit, and that's not racist.
That's racist!
And then in goal would be Kasper Schmeichel. I couldn't get Kasper Schmeichel, but Kasper Schmeichel has been having a great year, so I decided to go with one of the better goalkeepers, who also got a Team of the Season card. It's David De Gea. I already had it in my club, so I just thought I'd stick him in there. The only instructions I'm going to do is for Mane, who's supposed to be like Jamie Vardy, to drift wide and get in behind, because all the other players, what makes Leicester City so good is that they play offense and defense. And even a player like Mahrez, he'll track back 60 yards just to play defense, and then I'll run back up the field and get into a good scoring position. And then on the bench, usually Leicester brings on 3 substitutes: Jeffrey Schlupp, Ojoa, and then Gray. And this is all because they're usually leading at around the 70th minute, 75th minute. So for Gray, who's just a really quick youngster, I decided to go with Lucas, who's also a midfielder, a wide midfielder. He has 93 pace. I think Gray has about 90 in this game. And then Ujoa, I decided to go with Cavani because both are big target men who can just hold the ball up. Given that Leicester usually has a lead, that's what they want to do, just hold the ball. And then Jeffrey Schlupp is like a winger, kind of like a left mid, also plays left back. So I went with Zuniga, who's also very quick like Schlupp. Zuniga in the past has played more forward and also more towards the back, more defensive oriented. So I thought he would be a good substitute. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if there was someone better I could have added. I know these players aren't going to be 100% accurate because it's just impossible unless you use the same players, but let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know other teams, other formations you want me to try to emulate in FIFA 16. I'm going to go change the custom tactics because that's really what's most important for this. And yeah, drop a like on the video if you're enjoying this. Okay, let's go into team management. Let's go into tactics, and then I'm going to do custom tactic. Now speed is very quick, that's what they like to do, they play very fast. The passing is going to be, it's longer, they would really just lump it up to Jamie Vardy at times. Passing, I wouldn't say it's too risky, so let's just leave that at 50. Crossing, they do a lot of crosses to Ojoa when he gets into the game. Shots, I would leave that around 50. Pressure, which is pretty important, I say high pressure aggression, they press up the ball. Team width, I'm not really too sure. I'm just going to leave that at 60, and then I think they play covering. It's got Van Persie with an attribute card, Inform Van Persie. All right, interesting team. It seems to be Portuguese and Turkish league. Forgot to change my badge and kit to be Leicester. Oh well. All right, Conte with the ball. Conte plays it wide. Here's Mahrez. Go Mahrez. Okazaki's making a strange run. Mahrez, usually he can just get down the wing and get by his man pretty easily. Kind of like Lamella's done here. All right, that's decent. Play it inside, Conte. Okazaki. It's Mane. Come on, Jamie Vardy. Jamie Vardy to Son. Son whips it across. Back post. Oh, and Riyad Mahrez already scores a goal. That wasn't very Leicester City FC like. That was more like kind of Barcelona-esque with the passing. But a good cross, that's what Son's in there for, and he finds Riyad Mahrez at the back post. Left foot, I guess Mahrez uses the left foot a lot. Now we would go defensive because Leicester doesn't mind playing without the ball. Let's see how that would work in this game. Conte, that's a tackle, that's an N'Golo Conte tackle right there. Now we would push a lot faster than this. Can we push? Go, Glenn Johnson, Denny Simpson. Denny Simpson, not the fastest, but can he get a cross into Okazaki? Oh, is it? It's a header by, actually that was Henderson, who would be Danny Drinkwater. I don't think that's too realistic. What a tackle by Mahrez. Mahrez likes to get back. Now run. We would run. Go. Come on the counterattack. This is what's important. This is what Leicester's built on. Go Lamela. Take a good touch. Can you find Mane at the back post? Oh, it almost worked. Oh. Uh-oh. We could be in trouble here. No. Get there. Schneider. Oh, he hit the bar. Get rid of it. Zuma. Good. No. Close him down. Oh my gosh. He almost just smashed that with Maxi Pereira. Here's Okazaki. Okazaki plays it to Son. Son back for... Oh no. I could have played Okazaki. Henderson bangs one. Oh, saved by Casillas. Lamela plays it through. One more. Go Glenn Johnson. You've actually been very busy this game. Glenn Johnson whip it across. Who's there? It's Okazaki. That is Okazaki's great positioning. We're up 2-0, boys. Great job by Glenn Johnson, who's actually had a really good game, going down the wing, finding crosses, playing defense, Shinji Okazaki, he never just runs into goal, which a lot of players in FIFA 16 do for some reason. He always stops a little bit past the penalty spot, which is a great position for a cross. Uh-oh, no, we would not let him. It's important to not let him just go by. Oh my gosh, Glenn Johnson is having the game of his life. Now, on the counterattack, this is where we hit them. Run. It's Okazaki. Okazaki's through. Okazaki. He's not known for his pace, but can he finish? Yes, he does. Shinji Okazaki is a legend. This is his 78 base card, and he's still just tearing it up. I hit him on a counterattack, which is very Leicester City. That's what we want to do. It's usually Jamie Vardy, which in this case would be Sadio Mane, but sometimes Okazaki gets in on the fun. No. Stay composed, boys. Stay composed. Close him down. No! Oh, wow. Maicon scores to make it 3-1. At halftime, the stats don't really resemble too much of how we're supposed to play because our opponent's not really trying to play for possession. It only works the counterattack really if I let them have the ball, but he's too aggressive, so I mean, it doesn't really work in FIFA 16 as of right now. Headers. Who is it? It's Johnson. No, Zuma! Oh! Zuma! What? That was a clever finish by him. I think Glenn Johnson gets the assist. Oh, and it's a rage quit. No one can handle Leicester. Okazaki played a 9.1, as did Son. Okazaki had 2 goals. Lamela had a goal. Zuma had a goal. Assist to Glenn Johnson, 2 to Son. Let's look at tackles. 1, Conte 3 of 4. Glenn Johnson actually 3 of 4. I said Danny Simpson didn't have to do a lot, but I guess Glenn Johnson just proved that he does more than you think. We didn't play a full 90 minutes, so Conte didn't get as many tackles in as he usually does, but 3 out of 4 is good for him. He was all over the pitch. The stats don't really look that much like a Leicester City game because he only had 47% possession. That would be a lot higher, probably like 65. I did have the lead, so I was playing ultra defensive, which is similar to what they would be doing. And around the 60th minute, I was going to bring on probably Zuniga for Schlupp. Alright, I'm going to play another game with the Leicester City boys, the fake Leicester City boys. Let's see if they can handle another match. Okay, and this opponent has Cavani. It's a French squad with Bellerin, it looks like, and Uruguayan because of Cavani. But let's see how the Leicester City boys do. Lamela, run. Go. Riyad Mahrez lookalike. Riyad Mahrez lookalike on the left foot like Mahrez. Oh my gosh, he's just like Mahrez on the left foot with the finesse of dreams. And we're up 1-0 already, boys. Go Johnson. Glenjamin Johnson, who had a great game for us. Well, he's finding so much space. Everyone's so afraid of Mahrez, I guess. Go, Lamela. Oh, he's tricky. He's tricky. Keep going. Lamela on the left foot again. Can I finesse it? Oh my. This opponent's not very good, but that's kind of like Mahrez just cutting in on the right-hand side with the left foot. I'm glad I chose Lamela. I was going to originally choose Willian, even though Willian's not really like Mahrez at all. I guess defensively they both track back. Lamela's not really known for that, but Lamela has 2 goals inside of 10 minutes. Alright, now let's just go ultra defensive. Can we just let them have the ball? I want to play an opponent that can just hold on to the ball. Yes, big Robert Huth. Big Robert Huth. Oh, you can't lose the ball there. But he makes a challenge. Get up, make another challenge. Yes, Robert Huth. We'll cut out. Now Leighton Baines. Leighton Baines has basically done nothing in either game. Go Conte. Conte still has it. Plays it down. Okazaki made a great run. Okazaki, come on, get by your man. Still Okazaki. Okazaki turns. Okazaki. Oh, he didn't finish. No, Okazaki. Oh, rebound chance. Stay in front, boys. Yes. That's right. Everyone gets back on defense. That's the Leicester City way. Halftime, the stats yet again do not look like a Leicester City game because he only has 44% possession. It's not like I'm trying to play possession. It's just as soon as he gets the ball, he rushes upfield, and my closing down defense always closes him down, and we win the ball back. Okazaki plays it. Conte, slip it through for Mane. Mane, run. Sadio Mane. Keep going, Mane. Mane, center it. Who is it? Okazaki, back post. Okazaki. Was that a cheeky little finish? I accidentally held down L2. Okazaki makes it 3-0. Okay, usually the substitute, it depends on who it could be. It could be either Vardy or Okazaki. I'm going to take off Okazaki this time around. And usually at this point they would bring on Ujoa to just hold the ball and see what he can do, just playing as a target man, basically. Oh no, we turned it over. That's silly. That's silly play, boys. Everyone track back. Everyone, there. You can never just get by one and think you're done. You have to get by at least 4 players. Oh my gosh, Cavani, what a goal. There's someone at my door, so I didn't want to say anything. Cavani just weaved by everyone. This isn't... Ujoa would never do this. This is just me having a little bit of fun. There's the final whistle, just a 4-0 easy victory for fake Leicester City FC. FLCFC. Lamela played a 9.7. He had those 2 goals early on. He also had no assist. Henderson an assist, Glenn Johnson, and Sadio Mane. Glenn Johnson's been a huge surprise for us. He's been really good. Cavani also had a goal. Stats do not look anything like a Leicester game, except we did have a lot of tackles, a lot of interceptions won, but we had 60% possession. Usually it's the other way around, we would have 40. So what did we learn today, boys? In FIFA 16, having a huge counter attack, a lot of pace, works really well. I think a lot of you already knew that. I already had my suspicions going into this, and this has just confirmed it. So if you're trying a new style, if you're having trouble winning games, you can just try to focus on counterattacks, play well defensively, have 2 midfielders who are engines. Like Henderson's not a great engine, but Conte is a really good one. They have to have really high stamina, good pace, good agility, good interception, stuff like that, just how Conte plays in real life. And then up front as strikers, Okazaki I like because of his positioning, and then Vardy or Mane because of his pace to stretch the defense. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of video. If you did, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, comment, share with your friends. If you have other teams you want me to do, if you have information about your favorite team, say for example you're like from Poland and you have something about some really random Polish team that happens to be your favorite and you want me to try to do an episode on them, maybe I could watch a couple of their full matches if it's on YouTube or something like that and try to have my own notes, or I could always do huge teams like Barcelona, Real Madrid. Just let me know in the comment section down below. Leave your thoughts down there. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and as always, don't forget to spay your pets.